you guys ready for this? The Stark Tower made with command blocks. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft map showcase. Today, we are going to be taking a look at another command block map. Now, the first one that we ever did, called the Stark Mansion, got over 5,000 likes. You guys absolutely killed it. So let's go ahead and see if we can aim for over 5,000 likes on this video for our Stark Tower. Yes, guys, we brought back the Stark name. This time, it's on the Avengers Tower, and the command block truly does bring this to life. Now, if you guys do notice, this Stark Tower is located within a city, and this city map itself is created by the Minecraft expert. Go check him out. We just simply took his map and modified it using tons and tons of command blocks, and this map was put together by Twiistz, so huge shout out to both of those guys. Definitely go check it out in the description. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this really incredible tower and what it could do. Now, this specific tower has loads of command blocks in it, about 200 individual command blocks, I would say, and tons of lines of coding. Now, unlike Redstone builds, this does fill a smaller space, but does take a longer time, and it's kind of perfect for skyscrapers because to add in lighting to this thing would be near impossible. Alright, so this is basically how the Stark Tower looks. We have other buildings over here, but I'm just going to ignore that. We have a wormhole that's open in the roof, as well as a Chitauri spacecraft. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and it's apparently going to fly into that building. We have our helipad at the top, as well as some other command block things, and then yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. So it's really cool. Now let's go ahead and enter and check out all of the command block features, and the entrance is going to be located right here, yet again created by Twiistz. Let's just walk on through. It's a command block door, so it basically disappears and then reappears like magic. Alright, so this is the lobby for our Stark Tower, and as you guys can see, it is quite dark, so let's go ahead and turn on the lighting. Alright, so let's click on the internal lights button and then fly up outside. As you guys can see, the lighting will progressively get brighter and brighter as we move up, and it's basically just turning on all of the lights. And if you guys are wondering where those lights are, it's pretty much underneath our leaves. If you guys can see over here, we have our sea lanterns, and they're basically at the bottom and the top of the leaves, and it will light up the bottom and top floors until it gets all the way to the max limit of the skyscraper. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I want you guys to understand how much work it actually takes to turn on the entire interior lighting for this building. You have to individually code each coordinate for each block, and there is like over 100 lights in this building, so that would take a really long time. So even though it's just lighting, it does take a lot of effort to make this happen. Anyways, let's go ahead and now turn this off to show you guys that it does work. So let's just click on that button. As you guys can see, it will remove the blocks as well and basically make the skyscraper dark once more. So yeah, it's cool that you can turn it on and off. So it's sort of like redstone lighting, but a bit more advanced, because honestly, you would not be able to do redstone lighting in this tower since there's really no space to add it in. Alright, so now let's go ahead and just turn back on the interior lights, and I'm gonna wait a couple seconds and then we can check out the exterior lights, which looks amazing, I do have to say. Alright, so there you go, all the lights are now turned on. It takes about 5 seconds. Now we click on the exterior lights, pop out over here, and as you guys can see, it's gonna light up the tower. It's going to look so cool. I mean, just check that out. That is awesome. Alright, so that is pretty much the exterior lighting. It's going to go all the way up to the helipad area, and then it's going to stop. So if you guys notice, up there it's really dark, and in order to turn on the lighting for the penthouse area, you would simply come on over here, click on the penthouse button, and then it should turn on all of the lights for the top section, and once we get up there, it should start loading, as you can see. So there you go. That is pretty much the lighting for the entire building. As you can see, it's very bright and it's really awesome. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out some more of these command block features. We have a couple more buttons here in the control panel. The next one is going to be our fountain. And the fountain is pretty much this thing right over here. As you guys can see, it's off currently, and you could turn it on and off using our command block features. And you would simply click on that. As you guys can see, it will replace the blocks with some of our glowstone and then spawn down our water. And now that fountain is on. If you want to turn it off, you simply click the button one more time, and boom, it is now gone. That's simple, guys. It's really cool, and I would love to see more command block features that are like this, where you can just turn fountains on and off and possibly like like make cars go like down the street and stuff. That'll be really amazing to see, and you'll have a lot of control over, you know, maps and stuff. But that's obviously going to take a lot of work, and I'm pretty sure no one is up to that challenge. So the next thing we're going to take a look at are these windmills in the back, and these are actually working with command blocks, and yeah, they're pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go back towards the control panel and turn those things on. Trust me guys, this is going to look really incredible. Alright, so here is the windmills button. This is pretty much going to turn all those windmills on. As you can see, just look at that. That is crazy. Obviously, I'm lagging right now, but as you get closer, you can see that we actually have working windmills. Oh my goodness, and this is obviously going to produce power for our city, and we need lots and lots of power because there's loads of skyscrapers. So yeah, it just looks really cool. It's not perfect. I mean, the design is not that great, but either way, it is definitely amazing to see stuff like this be created with command blocks. So yeah, that's definitely pretty awesome. Now let's go ahead and turn those off because as you can see, they're spawning down tons and tons of blocks and making my game lag. Alright, so there you go. We could go ahead and turn off our windmills, and now we could take a look at the elevators. They're actually built into the skyscraper using command blocks. Alright, so we actually have 2 of these elevators, and yet again, this takes a lot of work, guys. I mean, don't underestimate how much work goes into these command blocks, because I know when you see it, it just looks like simple teleportation, but you have to do this for each individual floor. But anyways, as you can see, when I walk through this door, it should go ahead and make it disappear and reappear. So we have that command block door. Then I could click on this button to go up, and as you can see, we're now on the 2nd floor. And one thing I do want to say is that all of the floors are technically identical from the original map creator creating it like that. But what I'm going to do is grab myself a torch. That way I can see that I'm actually going up and down. So this is the 2nd floor, and when I click on up, it should go up. There you go. The thing disappears. Then I could go down, and there it is. And I could go down one more, and it's basically just showing you guys that yes, I am going up and down and not just like respawning in the same position. So yeah, over here we have loads of buttons that is basically going to take us from one floor to the next. But if you want to go ahead and skip that and just get to the penthouse suite, you just click on the last floor button, and it should bring you up right over here. And it does like teleport you in a random position, but this is basically where the elevator is. You could go back in there if you so choose, and as you guys can tell, this is a pretty large penthouse. I guess Tony Stark is just balling because, I mean, he's Iron Man. Alright, so yeah, this is the penthouse suite. You guys could download the original map and still take a look at all the stuff. The only thing that's changed are the command block features that are added in, so you could definitely still have some fun with that. Anyways, let's go out over here. As you guys can see, we have this pathway and walkway where Tony takes off his armor in the Iron Man, or in the Avengers movie, excuse me, as well as we do have our helipad and the Chitauri spacecraft, and also some more command block cannons that was featured in the Stark Mansion. Now these are actually going to allow us to turn it on and off very simply, and you can also fire them one TNT at a time. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and take a look at our command block cannons and take down that Chitauri spacecraft. So we're one of the Avengers right now. So basically what I have to do is click on this button over here to shoot one TNT into the air. As you can tell, it's going to use command blocks, and it's just going to blast a hole onto the side of that ship. And then we could basically click on that button as many times as you want to pretty much just, you know, spam it and destroy the craft or whatever. But if that is too slow for you guys, we have this diamond button over here. And when we click on this, wait for it guys, check this out. It's going to basically fire loads and loads of TNT, absolutely destroying everything in its path, cutting a gap right in between that spaceship. And yes, there is 3 different cannons, so let's go ahead and activate the 2nd one and the 3rd one, and just take a look at this guys. That is absolutely incredible. That's so sick. We're now part of the Avengers team, taking down the Chitauri ourselves. So those are pretty much the command block creations added into our Stark Tower. Now I'm going to give you guys a closer look of the design of the tower, as well as that wormhole at the top. Now as you guys can see, this is pretty much just a decoration item, and it does look really cool, I do have to say. And also all of these buildings surrounding the area does look pretty interesting. I think that's a new 9/11 tower. I'm not sure what you would call it. I think it's the Freedom Tower. And also we have this tower on this side, and I'm pretty sure that's a skyscraper in either Shanghai, Hong Kong, or in some place like that. But I know for sure that's a real life tower, and it just looks amazing. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the Stark Tower, aka the Avengers Tower. And it looks very similar to the one in the movie itself. I mean, The resemblance is uncanny. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the back, because I'm pretty sure we didn't look at that yet. And as you guys can see, this basically looks into the elevator area. And then we have this side, which is pretty much the exact same thing as the other side, except with no letters. And we'd love to have some more decoration over here, but either way, this is just looking incredible. And one of the best things about the Stark Tower is that when you look up like this, as you guys can see, the building is sort of like curved. I mean, obviously it's curved from like left to right, but it's also curved from front to back. So yeah, that is really, really awesome. So guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's map showcase. Do tell me in the comment section down below, which one would you prefer, the Stark Mansion or the Stark Tower? Honestly, I would prefer the Stark Mansion because it just looks majestic on that mountainside. Anyways, that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think. I would love to hear it, as well as don't forget to like the video if you want to see more command block creations and houses, as well as don't forget to subscribe to see when I post those videos. Anyways, this was Twiistz. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.